Hey everyone, it's Ethan Ormis back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for a very interesting video. Today we're going to be doing RapTV's Rap Madness bracket, which I'm very excited for. Of course, this is a rapper bracket, and this will be a very, very interesting thing to do. Definitely a unique video for the channel, but I thought it would be really fun to do. So yeah, I mean, let's do it. This is going to be my list on how I like the artist. It has nothing to do with who I think is the best or whatever. It is just personal preference on my enjoyment and listening of these artists. Now, one thing I noticed is that I do not think there are any rappers that have passed away on this list, which sucks, but is also a good thing, because then, you know, it would be a much harder list for actually, it would be a much easier list for myself, because it wouldn't really matter who I chose leading up to the finals. Juice would be winning, of course. So, shout out Juice, RIP Juice. But, yeah, I guess, I mean, we can get into it right away. Starting it off with perhaps my hardest decision to make, which is Kanye versus Destroy Lonely. 6 months ago, I would choose Kanye, but I listen to Destroy Lonely every day. I listen to No Stylist every day, so I will make that selection and X out of this. Hopefully, I've been really struggling with loading speeds on this website. It's been brutal. It's been really bad on my phone. It's been even worse on my computer. Well, actually, no, it's probably been worse on my phone. But yeah, obviously we're doing this on my computer. But it has been brutally slow loading times. So we're going to hopefully run through this as quick as we can. Because, I mean, this really shouldn't be hard to get through, but here we are, of course, waiting. So yeah, I mean, as of right now, Lonely's definitely the pick for me. Again, 6 months ago, even 3 months ago, Kanye probably would have been my selection, but yeah, I mean, let's move on. So, Yeet versus Benny the Butcher. I personally never listened to Benny the Butcher. I think I've only listened to like 2 or 3 Benny Butcher songs, or Benny the Butcher songs, I guess. So I am going Yeet. I love Yeet's music. Yeah, unpopular opinion, I know. But yeah, let's keep going. Again, hopefully we can zoom through this somewhat. This is probably going to take some time, just because evidently the loading times are just not fast. And I really hope I'm not the only person struggling with this, because I have been, like I said, I've just been getting really poor loading times with this specifically, and I don't know why, to be honest. So it's only on this website. I haven't been having this issue with anything else today. So, you know, kind of dumb. But let's move on to a very easy matchup between Doja Cat and Key Glock. I've never listened to Key Glock's music, so that one is super easy to move on, or super easy to move through. I feel like I don't really need to give much of an explanation there. Again, I've just never really listened to Key Glock. Some of these matchups for me personally are pretty challenging, and then some are actually really, really easy and very one-sided, but we'll talk about those ones as we get to it, of course. I would just love for this to just be fast. This is brutally slow. Shout out to RapTV, bro. I'm gonna go check their Instagram post about this to see if they've just had absolutely everyone struggling on this. Maybe it's just because there's so many people doing it. I don't know. Anyways, let's keep going. Lil Baby versus Didi Osama. Very, very easy. I don't even care for Lil Baby's music that much, but I've literally never even heard of Didi Osama. So that kind of is a very easy selection to make. One artist that I did not see on this list was SSG Kobe, which I would love if SSG Kobe was on here, because, I mean, he's one of my favorite artists, one of my most listened to artists. Currently listening to him right now, actually, but yeah, I really, really suck. So I guess the servers couldn't handle it. We're working on, or a rap pinned a comment 4 hours ago. The servers were broke. Update, our servers couldn't handle y'all. We're working on getting the website back up and running. So that was 4 hours ago. And, I mean, evidently, they're still not going great. But let's move on to Quavo and DaBaby. Another pretty simple one. There was a time where I really liked DaBaby's music in, like, 2019, 2020-ish era. But, yeah, apart from that, definitely Quavo. I've been listening to Quavo for years, so shout out to Quavo, shout out to the Migos. Rest in peace, Takeoff. Up next is a very, very easy one. A Boogie versus Kodak Black. I don't really care for either of these artists. Neither of them make good music to me, but at least A Boogie has made songs that I've enjoyed. Kodak, I can literally name one song I like from him. No, I could name two. ZZ and No Flockin', but yeah, I despise Kodak's music. It's absolutely terrible. I've never enjoyed his music, so yeah, this is going splendidly. Let's keep going, though. A Boogie again, an easy selection to make. Nas and 21, this one's very interesting. This is probably one of the most two-side or split even selections for most people. For me, it's going to be 21 Savage. I do listen to 21 more, and I prefer 21. I've never really listened to Nas, so that is the reasoning, of course. But shout out to Nas, definitely one of the GOATs in rap. I definitely need to get into his... oh, Jesus, I almost just threw my trackpad. I definitely need to get into his discography, because he's a legend, of course. So... yeah, let's, this next one is absolutely laughable. Who in their right mind is picking Babytron over Drake? Not a soul. That's probably not true. I'm sure there's someone out there that is, but yeah, obviously, Drake will be my selection as well. And then we'll continue on with this side of the bracket, or we'll do this first bracket first. We're going to do the first round of each first, so we'll get Drake and 21 up next in the second round, which will be interesting. So, finish one side of one bracket, which is nice. I'm really glad that it's not just me that's struggling with this, because, yeah, I mean, this bracket is insanely slow. Yeah, some of the comments about this bracket are hilarious, I'm not going to lie. All right, on to the other side of the bracket. I, for some reason, did not pick between Yeet and Benny the Butcher, but it is Yeet. Very simply and easily for myself. I don't know why. I did try to make that selection, but evidently I'm an idiot. It's just like, should keep wasting more time, I guess. But up next, we've got Bobby Shmurda versus J. Cole, and don't get me wrong, that one song that Bobby Shmurda has is a fantastic song, but this is a very easy clear for J. Cole. So, yeah, definitely will be selecting J. Cole here. Not even remotely close. This one is one of the most challenging ones. TJ versus Nav for me. 2 years ago, it might be TJ. 3 years ago, it might be Nav. 1 year ago, it might be TJ. This year, it's probably Nav, though. These two have always been like neck and neck in my top 5. Typically for artist number 2 in my top 5, most listened to and my favorites. But I'm going to give the edge to Nav. I don't know why that didn't work the first time there, but shout out to TJ. I don't want to see... I really wish I could still have Kanye and TJ in this bracket. There's those two matchups that I've had here are really, really challenging for myself and really upsetting that one of them has to go so early. So definitely sucks, but I mean, that's the way of the road. Oh man, this bracket is so sick. This is just going to be an excruciatingly long waiting process, and I do apologize, guys. I would love to be able to speed this up, but I wanted to get this video out tonight before 7 o'clock. It's currently 7:03, so here we are. Joey Badass and Lil Durk. I've never listened to Joey Badass, so we'll be selecting Lil Durk here. If the bracket works again, just nothing is working. Can't click on anything, so that's nice. Oh, man. What a lovely, lovely bracket. There we go. Let's try this again. Lil Durk. Make the selection. Again, never listened to Joey Badass's music, so, there's not much I can do about that. It's a pretty easy selection to make for myself, but, yeah, let's just keep going. Up next will be A$AP Rocky versus JID or JID, which is another pretty simple one for me. I've never really listened to either's discography all that much, but I've at least listened to more JID than ASAP Rocky, so I will be selecting JID. Man, see, like, this is hilarious. Like, for me, my list, JID and ASAP Rocky, they're both, one of them is going to make it, or sorry, I guess JID and Lil Durk, one of them is going to make it to the third round, and, I mean, yeah, they would not be making it that far up my list for favorite artists, which is just hilarious to me. But, you know, what can you do? I guess while we're waiting, I'm going to take a sip of water because we got time. We got time, boys. Up next, we've got Uzi versus Cudi. An interesting matchup, but I've never really listened to Cudi's music. I've basically only listened to the music that he has made with Kanye. So, a very easy selection for myself. Shout out Uzi. See ya, Cudi. I listened to Intergalactic last year, and it's one of the worst albums I've ever listened to. I did not like it at all. So, yeah, or Intergalactica, whatever it is. I don't remember the name of it. Anyways, didn't enjoy it. Wasn't a fan of it at all. I did enjoy the movie, though. The movie was much better than the album, that's for sure. Up next, very easy, Baby Keem over Lil Yachty. I do like Lil Yachty, but Baby Keem is elite, in my opinion. Top tier. He's probably going to make quite a run in this bracket for myself. And then up next, another very challenging one for myself, Denzel Curry and Don Toliver. Denzel was one of my most listened to artists last year. Walkin', one of my favorite songs of last year. Don Toliver's never really had a song like that to me, but I do quite like Don Toliver a lot. And I mean, if it's overall from listening over the past few years, it would probably be Don Toliver, but I think I'm going to go with Denzel Curry because I like Walkin' more than anything Don has ever made, to be honest. So, whether it's a song or an album, so yeah, I think I'm going to go with Denzel Curry here up next, which is a very interesting selection as well. Also, this second round matchup, which is going to hurt me, is Uzi versus Baby Keem. That one's going to hurt. That one's going to suck. But obviously nothing I could do about it. So, like I said, we're going to go with Denzel here. Yeah, that's... that one's a challenging one for me as well. Some of these have been a little bit challenging, of course. Kanye and Lonely, Quavo and DaBaby, TJ and Nav, and Yachty and Keem, Denzel and Don Toliver. Then moving up, probably going to be the most one-sided thing, even more so than Drake and Babytron. Future and Rio de Young OG. I mean, I don't really care for Future's music all that much, but I've literally never heard of Rio de Young OG. I have no idea who that is, but shout out to him. I mean, he made the list, so good for him. You know, shout out to him. There's a few artists on this list I have absolutely no information about. I have no idea who they are. But that's the end of the round one bracket. Round one for the first bracket, I should say. We're going to keep going now on to the bottom bracket. And wow, this is the easiest decision for me ever made. Lil Tech over Tyler, the Creator. Tyler's music is absolutely horrible. I never want to hear any of his music ever in my life. Ever. It is absolutely terrible. I'm sorry, Tyler, but I'm not sorry at all. Your music is fucking trash. Not a fan at all. I totally just went off, but like, man, my bad. Also, some of these are fucking hilarious. Like, no shot you've got Kendrick against D Savage, and then the winner of Nardo Wick and Coi Leray against Kendrick, and then the winner of, like, fucking Jack Harlow and SG going up against Lil Wayne. Like, are you fucking stupid? I wonder how they made this bracket. I really hope they didn't just, like, actually make these selections. I hope it was randomized. They just put in however many artists. Oh, Jesus Christ. However many artists that are on this list. And, yeah, Polo. Very easy selection for myself. Shut up, Polo. yeah, I really hope that they didn't actually choose these matchups and they randomized it, because some of these matchups are fucking hilarious. They've literally got like four of the most popular artists on this list against literal nobodies. Kendrick versus D Savage, Drake versus Babytron, whereas Lil Baby versus Didi Osama, and Future versus Rio de Young. Like, literally, who are some of these people? This one, I cannot believe one of these two are gonna make my second round. This is fucking outrageous. I've never listened to either of these guys. Like, obviously, that's on me. There's nothing against these guys. I'm gonna choose Pierre just because I prefer his earlier catalog and production. I listened to Push's album that came out last year, 2 years ago. It's Almost Dry. I don't remember when it came out. I didn't enjoy it, so yeah, I'll give Pierre the shout. I don't care for Pierre much as a rapper, but I do like him as a producer. So yeah, shout out Pierre. And then up next we've got the Kid Laroi versus Playboi Carti, which is interesting because I wouldn't really consider Laroi a rapper anymore. He's definitely more into that pop scene. Still, Laroi's going far in this list for myself. He's one of my favorite artists, and also these first four, three of my favorite artists are in these first four: Tekka, Polo, and Laroi. So shout out to those three. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a Carti fan. I've never been a Carti fan, so this one's a very easy matchup for myself. But I do want to listen to Carti's discography because I love some of the other Opium guys, and I love that style of music, but I just find Carti is so much worse than the others. I don't know why, but yeah, anyways. Shout out to Laroi, getting the easy W here for myself. Moving on to Lil Wayne and Fivio Foreign. I don't care for either of these artists all that much, but I'll give it to Lil Wayne. Wayne has made more music that I enjoy than Fivio ever has. I don't know why. I just copied that link. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I mean, Off the Grid is my favorite Fivio song, and Mona Lisa is my favorite Wayne song, and I would give the edge to Mona Lisa. So shout out to Wayne. I've never been a big fan of Wayne's music, so again, this is a pretty easy decision to make for myself. But yeah, up next we've got Jack Harlow versus SG. I've listened to like one SG song ever. I'm pretty sure it's the one with Future on Future's album from last year. So yeah, shout out Jack. Yeah, a little overrated, but shout out Jack. It's an easy one for Jack. Up next we've got Coi Leray and Nardo Wick. And honestly, I think I'm going to choose Coi Leray here. I don't really care for either of their music that much, but I listen to a couple of Leray songs where I only listen to like one or two Nardo songs. So I think I'm going to give that edge to Coi Leray, surprisingly enough, which is probably an unpopular opinion. But of course, this is my opinion, and this is my list on my selections of these artists. So yeah, like I said, definitely going to be Coi Leray over Nardo Wick. Sorry, buddy. But yeah, let's keep on going. On to going to be the most lopsided. I know I've said that like 3 times already, but literally going to be one of the most lopsided fucking selections between Lamar and Savage. Like, that's just hilarious. Like, I don't know if anyone in existence is picking D Savage over Kendrick Lamar. It's fucking laughable. Oh man, I'm being a little harsh to some of these guys, and I'm sorry, but yeah, this is an easy one to go through. Oh my god, is that the way to speed this up? Did that just work? Does that speed things up? We're gonna have to try that again. Just open their website somehow by accident by clicking an X button, and then we'll be able to make the selection. So again, shout out Kendrick. There we go. Make that selection. Double click the X, and no. Okay, that dude just got really lucky that last time, I guess. I'm a little upset that SSG Kobe isn't in this list, because he would definitely make a run for myself. So that kind of sucks, but you know, I mean, what can you do about it, I guess? It's just unfortunate. Let's keep going. On to the last first round bracket. Westside Gun, I've never really listened to, so shout out Gunna. Oh, that was quick. NLE Choppa versus Megan Thee Stallion. Very easy. Shout out NLE. Underrated. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where's the speed coming from? Low Westside, I've literally never heard of in my life. Shout out Young Thug. Easy. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. Keep that speed up. Keep that speed up, RapTV. Come on. Jesus Christ. I thought it was actually going to work. That was nice. A nice little two matchup speed through. That was awesome. Let's keep going though. Again, never heard of Lil West Side. This will be another very one-sided selection. I don't know how this bracket works. I don't know if it's based on choices by us, the community, that will showcase this, or if this is just a prediction of the bracket, or what. But obviously, this isn't I'm not making a prediction of the bracket. I am making my personal bracket on the artists I enjoy the most. So, yeah, obviously, if I were to make a bracket predicting this, I would probably have Kendrick making the final on this side and probably Drake on the other side. Cardi versus Tory Lanez, this one's pretty easy. It's going to be Tory Lanez. Haven't listened to Cardi in like 7 years. So obviously, a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, we're going to be choosing Tory Lanez here. Shout out Tory. Shout out to Alone at Prom, one of my favorite albums recently, especially over the past like 7-8 months. That's probably a bit of an exaggeration, probably not that long, probably a little bit shorter than that, but still, really, really love it. Anyways, Ken Carson versus Travis Scott. Ken Carson's my least favorite member of Opium, probably, so shout out Travis. Although I am intrigued to see how close that one would be, because I think it'll be closer than people expect. Because I feel like Ken Carson has that Cardi following, of course. So, yeah, I believe Carson is in Opium. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's Carson, Lonely, Cardi, and someone else, I think. Or a few other younger underground artists that I'm not familiar with. So, anyways, but yeah. Well, I guess this is Opium versus Cactus Jack, which is pretty interesting. I didn't even think about that. That's fire. Oh, another artist that's not on here, Sofago, which would definitely make a run for myself. Trippy, though, shout out Trippy. He very well could make the run and win this bracket for myself. I really don't know, to be honest. It's possible. Honestly, there isn't a soul on this side of the bracket in these first rounds that I'm doing currently that Trippy would lose to, so I can definitely, at least I know he's making it to the semis. So that's pretty easy to do. We're almost done round one, guys. We'll definitely be able to speed through these these matchups a little bit quicker, hopefully. Hopefully. Roddy Ricch versus Rod Wave. Pretty easy selection for myself. Never really been a Rod Wave kind of guy. Just never really listened to his music. So easy selection for Roddy for myself. Especially with the new single that Roddy just released with Kodak, I think it was. So L Kodak, W Roddy, because yeah, that was a really great song from Roddy. And Mike Dimes versus Young Boy. Don't listen to either of these guys. I honestly listen to Mike Dimes more because he's featured on a Dro Genji song that I love. But overall, I'm going to give the edge to Young Boy. I mean, I've definitely listened to more Young Boy than I have Mike Dimes, but you know, maybe next year it would be Mike Dimes. I don't know. But yeah, let's. There we go. Round one for all the brackets, or I guess for each bracket, is officially done. We'll move on to round two now. We've got some interesting matchups coming up. Starting to get into a little bit more accurate of a list that I would actually make. So yeah, unfortunately, there are some matchups that are pretty easy for myself, but this one is not. This one is probably going to be the hardest matchup for me, to be honest. I love these two so much, bro. And I listen to more Lonely than I do Yeet, but Yeet has more songs I like. But like I said, I literally listen to Lonely every day, and I listen to No Stylist every day. But last year was carried by Yeet, bro. Oh, man. This is actually so tough. Fuck, bro. This is like some finals type shit for me. Damn, this one is actually really challenging. Fuck, man. I'm gonna give the edge to Lonely. Like I said, I just listen to Lonely more. I listen to Lonely every day, where I only listen to Yeet, every week pretty much, but definitely not every day. So yeah, shout out Lonely for real. But yeah, let's keep going through this round 2 now. Up next, we've got Doja Cat versus Lil Baby. Don't really care for either of these artists all that much. Don't listen to either of their discography, but I'm gonna choose Lil Baby, I think, because I've definitely spent more time listening to Lil Baby than Doja Cat, but I am more attracted to Doja Cat, so maybe I should be choosing Doja then. Quavo versus A Boogie up next. Definitely going to give the edge to Quavo here. Shout out Quavo. I love how Quavo's selection here is literally just barely a picture of Quavo, and it's a picture of Offset. Speaking of which, why isn't Offset is in this list? There's a couple artists on this list that I don't think should be here, versus some that I do think should be here, such as Offset. In my opinion, personally, SSG Kobe and Sofago should also be on this list, but there's probably other artists I'm missing that should be on this list as well. But obviously, what do I know? Anyways, yeah, shout out to Quavo, the better of the two melodic artists here for this round. Up next, 21 versus Drake, bro. This is definitely a challenging one, which I'm sure most people are probably getting this matchup. This one's pretty tight, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know where I want to go with this. I think I'm going to go with Drake, to be honest. I think I'm going to go with Drake. I feel like I probably listen to Drake's music more, at least recently. So, shout out to 21. I love 21, but yeah, going to give the edge to Drake here. And then we'll move on to the next side of round 2, which will be an interesting one as well. Starting it off with one of the most challenging ones for myself, which is J. Cole and Nav, which I am probably going to lose some people because I am going to be choosing Nav over J. Cole. I love J. Cole. J. Cole is absolutely in my top 10, but I just love Nav more. I've spent so many more hours listening to Nav. It's not even funny how much Nav I've listened to over the years. So yeah, shout out to Cole, but it will be most definitely going to Nav here. So interesting top 4 on the other side of this bracket. Lonely Baby, Quavo, and Drake. So that's funny. But up next, Dirk and Jid. I'll give the edge to Jid just because I listen to more Jid than I do Dirk, but I don't really listen to either of them. But yeah, at least I've listened to more Jid than I have Dirk. But yeah, that's all I got really. I don't listen to either of these artists at all. So, all right, let's keep it going to also one of the hardest matchups. Uzi versus Baby Keem, but yeah, it's going to be pretty easy actually for me. Obviously, I feel like a lot of people are getting this matchup, but I would definitely give the edge to Keem. I definitely listen to Keem more. I like Keem more. Keem is way more consistent than Uzi in my opinion as well. Love Uzi, but definitely a Keem win for myself. So I feel like I've been recording this video for like 20 minutes. I'm not even like halfway through right now. This would be so much easier if these selections just were made. Like, these servers are absolutely dog, bro. Yeah, this has been at least 20 minutes because it's 7:23 now. And this is lovely. So let's keep going. Denzel Curry versus Future. An easy Denzel Curry win for myself. Never been a big fan of Future's music. I feel like he's a little overrated. So that one's pretty easy for myself. But I'm sure what this matchup would probably be for most people is Future versus Future versus Don Toliver, which again most people are probably picking Future, I would say, but we'll see. Again, I think Future is a little overrated. Don't think his music is anything too special. But let's next, or I guess we're moving on to the other bracket now, and we will get. We'll get down to our final 8 on the other side as well. I just realized 21 and Drake didn't submit. Why did that not submit? That's dumb. Can you please work, man? This is so demoralizing. It just takes so long, bro. Anyways, I hope y'all have a great day, because it's been a good day. Went for a walk today, went to the gym. Feeling good about myself today. A little tired, though. Been up like 12 hours now. I'll be up for a little while longer, for sure. I'll be up most of the night, probably. But let's, I guess, go back here and re-choose this selection, if I can. Nice. I just can't make that selection. Sweet. Well, I guess let's move on. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. That's why. My bad. Drake. There we go. Please work. Just load faster, man, please. It's really not that hard. This is so outrageous, man. This is so outrageous. It's just taking so unnaturally long for no reason, bro. I would really just love for this to work. There we go. This is great. Let's keep going. Lil Tecca and Polo G. This is so challenging. This is one of the hardest for myself. While I think about that, I'm actually going to... Oh, bro, I can't even... Oh my god. Oh, I can't even X out of this selection. It takes so fucking long. Oh, fucking so annoying, bro. I almost just ended the video. This is pissing me off so much. Why are you taking so fucking long? I'm not giving an explanation for this. I don't need to. Leroy's miles better than Pierre Bourne. Rapper, pop artist, doesn't matter. Anyways, Tecca and Polo. I'm gonna give the edge to Polo, although I love both of them very, very much. Let's just keep going though. Up next, we'll have Wayne and Jack Harlow, which is an easy selection for myself and a hot take, but it's going to be Jack Harlow. Again, like I previously mentioned, just not a big fan of Wayne's music, and I never have been. So, rather easy selection for myself in choosing Jack Harlow there, but yeah, let's see if we can keep going. My god, Rap, please fix your fucking servers, bro. This is fucking outrageous, dude. Alright, picking Jack. Up next, perhaps the most lopsided selection. Kendrick versus Coi Leray. That's just hilarious to me. The fact that those two are in the same sentence is kind of hilarious. Oh, man. Alright. Please, hurry up, bro. This is so fucking annoying. Alright, up next. Kendrick, of course. Going to be taking the W here. Very simply, very easily. Let's keep on going. Up next, we've got Gunna versus NLE Choppa. Shout out to my guy and my boy Gunna. But yeah, definitely a win for Gunna here. Although shout out NLE, of course. Alright, on to Young Thug versus Tory Lanez. And man, as recently, it would most definitely be Tory Lanez, but overall, it's probably Thug for myself. So yeah, let's make that selection. This is drastically demoralizing. This is taking way too long, bro. Alright, Travis and Trippy, very easy selection for myself. And Trippy, I want to like Travis's music more than I do. I really do. But I just don't like a lot of his music. So, shout out Trip. Trip doesn't miss. Pretty much. Roddy versus Young Boy. Very easy selection of Roddy here. And we're starting to get there, boys. Oh, I just realized the Kendrick one didn't submit. Oh man. Oh, this is so fucking depressing, bro. This is taking so goddamn long. RapTV, bro. This is fucking outrageous. Let's try this again. Kendrick Lamar. This is great. This is really, 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 really great. All right. We're down to the final 16. Oh my god, so many more selections. Destroy Lonely versus Lil Baby. Get out of here, Lil Baby. You shitter. We love Lonely. We stand lonely. Did you guys see that? I just dropped my phone. I just threw my fucking phone, bro. Did you guys see that video of someone bringing a 3DS to a Destroy Lonely concert? That's so fire, bro. That would literally be me. That's absolutely hilarious, in my opinion. I would be cackling, bro. And No Stylist came on as that was happening, and yeah, I would have been fucking cackling, bro. All right, Quavo and Drake. We'll toss Drake. Wow, they really gave Drake an easy fucking bracket, bro. Like, look at what he's going up against. Babytron. Come on, bro. Boogie, Kodak, Quavo, DaBaby. The only people that could actually, or that most people would choose over Drake is Nas or 21, and they meet in round 2. So, and then Kanye, obviously, and Baby, I guess, but not for me. So, Nav versus JID, one of the easiest selections of the day. Nav, one of my favorite artists. Like I said, I will forever defend Nav's music because he is overhated and he deserves all the love in the world. We stand Nav. Have since 2017. That's my king. 2016? I think 2016, yeah, actually. Damn, that's fucked, bro. I've been listening to Nav for fucking, like, almost 8 years. That's insane. Shout out to Nav, bro. I mean, I'm only 21, but, like, he's probably the artist I've been listening to the longest. I mean, I guess technically it would be The Weeknd, but consistently in my rotation it would be Nav. That's insane. Damn, I never even thought about that. Shout out Nav. Again, shout out Nav. I will forever defend Nav and his music because he deserves all the love in the world. Up next, we've got Baby Keem versus Denzel Curry, and as much as I love the run that Denzel has been on over the past year, definitely going to be a Baby Keem win for myself, which sucks because we're going to have Baby Keem up against Nav. And Nav making a run. Nav and Lonely making the run so far. Excuse me. And down in that bottom bracket, it's going to be Trippy. And I don't know if it's going to be Polo or Leroy, to be honest. Hot take. Kendrick isn't making it. But let's keep going. Baby Keem, again, make that selection. Come on, you were actually loading quickly. Do it. Just keep going quickly, bro. It's not that hard. But yeah, shut up, Baby Keem. Absolutely love this kid. I hope he drops another album this year. But there we go, down to the final 4 in that bracket. On to the bottom bracket. Polo and Leroy. These two have always been neck and neck. Similar to Nav and TJ for me. These two have always been neck and neck. Right now, I'm giving the edge to Leroy. Last year, maybe even 2 years ago, it's probably, well, 3 years ago, it's probably Polo. But right now, it's definitely Leroy. Although I have been listening to Polo much more this year than I have last year. Or I did last year, I guess. So, shout out to both of them nonetheless. Both of them in my top 10 artists for sure. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Up next, we'll have Jack Harlow versus Kendrick. Again, I mean, Kendrick gets such an easy bracket, bro. What is he going up against on this side? Like, realistically, most people either have him going up against Tyler or Wayne, probably, which is hilarious because those are not close at all. Shout out Gunna. Gunna's always been my favorite of the 4 artists that sound the same between Gunna, Young Thug, Lil Baby, and Future. Yeah, Gunna's always been my favorite. Love his production the most and love his music the most, so shout out Gunna. He's an absolute king. Don't care if he snitched or not. Whatever he needs to do to survive. Shout out Trippy. Definitely an easy win for Trippy. Trippy's also making a run. Did that work? It did. All right, so down to the top 8 now. Up next, Destroy Lonely versus Drake. Get out of here, Drake. We're moving on with Destroy Lonely. That's my man. I absolutely love Destroy Lonely right now, man. He's becoming one of my favorite artists, so that was a very easy selection. And you know what? This bracket is turning out very interesting for me. I would say at least. So, yeah, all right. Nav and Baby Keem. Unfortunately for Baby Keem, he'll be getting eliminated here. Nav makes it to the semifinals alongside Destroy Lonely, which is very, very interesting. People are going to hate my list, and that's okay. I don't really care. Fuck you. This is my list, my opinion, my music taste. But let's see what's up. All right, there we go. We've got Lonely and Nav. I don't know where I would imagine they would be here, but I don't know where they are. Anyways, the Kid Laroi and Kendrick. Shout out to Laroi. Listen to Leroy's music more. I listen to more Laroi music all time than I have Kendrick as well. So shout out to Laroi. It's one of my favorite artists. It was one of my favorite artists to listen to with Taylor as well. Long time ago, of course. But yeah, really, really love Laroi. You know, Leroy's still probably top 5 for me. Yeah, top 5 for me right now. In no particular order, apart from number 1, which is of course Juice. We've got Trippy, probably Nav, Laroi, and then I guess probably Lonely, to be fair. All right, Gunna and Trippy up next. We've got Trippy. Oh man, this is not going how I expected it to. I thought it was going to be Lonely and Nav on the same bracket, and then Trippy and Laroi on the same bracket. So that's unfortunate, to be fair. So yeah, we're going to have a very interesting final. Yeah, damn. Again, to be fair, SSG Kobe would be in the final probably. If I had to guess, my final would probably be SSG Kobe versus Trippy Red. If I could have made that selection, I don't know why that didn't work. If I could have made that selection for myself, my top 2 that are alive are probably Trippy and Kobe. So, yeah, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's try this again and picking Trippy. Shout out Gunna. Again, I love Gunna. I've been listening to Gunna a lot recently, but shout out to Trippy. He's been pretty much flawless in his past 2 albums, in my opinion. And yeah, all right, on to the final 4 now. Lonely and Laroi. I love Lonely, but his run ends here. I'm going to be giving it to the Kid Laroi. And shout out to Laroi. We love and stan Laroi. We love both of these artists very, very much. I fucking love these guys. And then, of course, the other semifinal matchup will be Nav and Trippy, which, if it was before Trip at Night, and Nav clears easily, but the last 2 albums Trippy has released, bro, have been phenomenal. Some of my favorite albums, and Trippy beats out Nav here. I have a friend that would be very upset about this, and I know that, which is hilarious, but yeah. All right, let's make that official. And then the final will be the Kid Laroi versus Trippy Red, which is very, very interesting. Not how I expected this bracket to go, but a really fun one nonetheless, no matter how long this has taken. 40 minutes probably. I do apologize for how long this video is, but I'm going to give it to Trippy. Trippy is going to be my favorite artist alive right now. Although Kobe would honestly probably edge him out, to be honest. But obviously, Kobe not being on this list makes it a little bit harder for myself. Maybe I'll make this list with my favorite artist. That would be pretty cool. I could do my favorite artist. Like I could do like my top 16 or something. That could be fun. That could be really fun. Maybe we'll do something like that here in the future. But with that being said, my winner is Trippy Red. So with that being said, guys, I'm ending this video immediately because if you guys have even sat through and watched this, not only do I appreciate it, but I commend you very, very much. So thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, this is my opinion on my music taste and how much I like the artist and how much I listen to them. It has nothing to do with skill or talent or whatever. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.